Now, more on the aftermath of Tuesday's election. We take two looks at ways that the rhetoric and emotion of the highly charged presidential campaign continue to reverberate. First, we go to Manassas, Virginia, about 30 miles west of Washington, D.C., near the site of the first major battle of the Civil War. After decades of supporting Republicans, Virginia voted Democratic on Tuesday for the third consecutive presidential election. The state's demographics are shifting rapidly, and like much of America, the division between red and blue is stark. We spoke with people from across the political spectrum, caught up in the wake of one of the biggest political upsets in our nation's history. Here are some of their voices.
A lot of division has occurred in this great country over the last decade, and a lot of them is almost reflective to the time period of when the guns blazed on this battlefield and men fought for what they believed in. And I think that America is kind of in the same scenario where we're divided on our beliefs and politics. To me, as I travel the country, I just feel this sense of urgency to repair it. I'm Brett Tucker, 46 from Washington State, and I voted for Mr. Trump.
My name is Don Clements. I am 80 years old. I live at St. Joseph, Illinois, and I voted for Donald Trump for president. I've seen John Kennedy, and I did not vote for him. I wished I would have. And I've seen Ronald Reagan, Dwight Eisenhower, during my lifetime. See, I've voted in every presidential election since 1958. I think that's about right. And these are the two weakest candidates that I've ever seen that I had to vote for.
I'm Susan Arts. I'm from Aldi, Virginia. I'm 67 years old, and I voted for Donald Trump for President of the United States of America. I think these other countries should do more of their share. They pay so much less for NATO than we do. I traveled around the world by the time I was 21, and I look at all they have, like he says, with our infrastructure, with the railroads and all, and they have so much better than we do.
I'm Vanessa Allen. I'm retired and life is not easy. And I am a Democrat. I think we got a lot of dummies. I really do. I mean, if you truly listen to what he says, I don't even see how you can push that button on that computer voting for him. It's crazy. I worked all my life, never took, never got, unless I made it. And now, what? So I don't think he'll do anything great. I really don't.
My name is Salim Amin. I'm 23 years old, and I voted Bernie Sanders as a write-in. I was born in Germany, and my parents are from Afghanistan. I'm not primarily concerned about the president himself. I'm more concerned about the people he's riled up. The actual racist people, the sexist and misogynistic people that are feeling like they were fueled the fire to be able to unleash whatever they want to do.
We can't succumb to what they want, and we need to be much stronger than we ever were before.
I'm Nathan Mowry, and I'm a 5-year Army combat veteran. This is my wife.
And I'm Lamyat Mowry. I'm a nursing student.
And we just got married in October, and we are here in our house in Virginia.
Already after we found out that President-elect Trump won, people have gotten bolder. There have been cases where women are pumping gas and they've been yelled at to take off their scarf, or walking in a grocery store and telling them that this is going to be the end of you and it's time for you to leave. And it's only the beginning, and I'm sure that everyone is going to see a rise in it.
When Mr. Trump says make America great again, he means let's bring it back to where it was and move forward and make it even greater. And I am absolutely convinced that he will do that. My name is Alice Butler Short. I am the founder and director of Virginia Women for Trump. Immigrants will always be welcome in this country, but the right immigrants. We've got to keep this country safe. And we have had experiences of terrorism and terrorist attacks, and we know it's not going to end. So we have to take precautions.
My name is Thomas Vladimir Mendoza, And I am a U.S. citizen. I live in the United States, so I'm American. But I was born in El Salvador. My fears is that I won't have a job, that I won't be able to feed my child. But don't fear a loud mouth. You know what I mean? That's what this person is. It's just like I have a lot of friends that are loud mouths. And you hear and you dismiss it because they're friends. But because this guy is going to be the president, it's really hard to dismiss it. You cannot just say, he's just talking, man. It's just locker room talk. No, it's true. He has that in him. But, you know, the good in people is not going to let him do that. I have hope. I have faith. That's what everybody wakes up and should have. Faith that things will be better.
Some powerful voices.